Fireside. It's a little warm here in LA, but we still have our fire to be true to our name.
Sometimes I lay under the moon. I thank God I'm breathing. I think don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown. I never let it get me down. The negativity surrounds. I know someday that'll all turn around, 'cause all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will say one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, when it goes. One more time. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when the king of the souls of the innocent blood-drenched pavement keep on giving the water to wasting. In this 8 ways you can lose your way. They're all looking at me like, I know these words. In this, you can help me play, you can lose your way. Your way. Other time to everyone, don't get away. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. Well, the negativity surround. I know someday that'll all turn around, 'cause all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for all the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will say one day, one day, one day. Oh, one day, one day, one day. Woo.
So, Rabbi, why are you playing that song today of all days?
One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like oh, yo, 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 oh, yo, 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 yo. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will say one day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright, Lord. Everything's gonna be alright. One day, one day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. Woo. Hi, everybody.
Welcome, welcome.
Who's tuned in?
So we have, let's see who we have. Scott Kassoff is here.
Hey, Scott.
Ellie Green.
Ellie.
And Simcha Green.
Rabbi Green.
Yeah, Rabbi. So there's other people who haven't said hi yet. So if you're here,
please say hi in the comments.
Hi.
Want to know that
That's
you're there.
for us to see you, and thank you for joining us today.
So you ask, why am I playing that song? Well, I'm playing for a few reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, We got to stop with the violence, stop with the hate.
Amen.
And
Amen.
and it is a beautiful message from Matziau's song. And I just played it at a wedding.
Right.
It was beautiful. I was asked to this wedding. I've been studying with this couple, and as we're studying together, we realized the restrictions are getting stricter and longer, and it went from then it just kind of shrunk, and then finally it was in their parents' backyard,
Right.
and with just the immediate family and a few guests, and I was so proud of them because they had such a healthy attitude. They could have, been devastated.
Right.
She's been planning her wedding her whole life, kind of thing, and instead she's like, you know what? We're not going to let this stop us from getting married. We want to start our lives together, and we're going to push forward. And so all the money we saved on doing a big wedding, we're going to put it in the bank and save it for a down payment someday on a house.
Beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful.
And God, it was but it was so beautiful. It did, even though there were just, 24 people there in this big backyard. There were some flowers. It's a beautiful day, and the bride and groom were just glowing, And I got very emotional because I always do at weddings.
Right.
But they asked me to sing this song. Nobody's ever asked me to sing that song at a wedding.
Interesting.
So what I did, Rachel, was I did it right before breaking the glass.
Beautiful.
That's the song I did. And everybody at the wedding started standing up and clapping their hands. Everybody, led by the bride's brother. He stood up and he started clapping, and everybody stood up and they started clapping along. I got everybody singing the song together. And apparently it's the bride's favorite song.
So nice.
So it was beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Quite a day.
Quite a day. Yeah.
15th of Sivan, 5780.
Big day. So what else happened today?
Wow, big day today.
Big day. Started off with a...
I had the real benefit of a great support team. My wife, Rabbi and Rachel, and the kids, but especially Rabbi and Rachel. She rode her bike along the route, and myself and my running buddy, we completed the 10K to raise money for Friendship Circle.
Right.
Today. It's called the Team Friendship Virtual Experience.
Right.
And that was great. It felt really good, and I really grateful for your help.
Oh, it was a pleasure. It was so much easier on a bike, I think, than running, because I would go a mile and I'd meet them with water. They would drink it and they'd keep running, and then I'd put the water away and I'd pass them till the next mile. It was nice, and we saw a lot of people running, and I think
a bunch of people running.
Lots of runners in LA anyway, but I think there were quite a few who were.
We passed a couple people who had
definitely
done,
part of this team.
Yes.
This team raising funds for the Friendship Circle. So
yes.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We should think about doing one.
I know. I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
It's not a question of if, just
when.
when.
No, when. Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
We had 14 people on our team here in LA. And led by or at least I was recruited by our Balkore, Herschel McNabb.
Right. Great runner.
Who ran a half marathon and then biked 80 kilometers today, right after the marathon. He ran a half marathon. It's that's like Ironman territory.
That's right. He's creeping up on that.
He is. And he's single.
Anyone
he's
likes
awesome.
to run.
I know. He's such a good guy.
Torah reading.
He's such a good guy.
A great guy for you.
I know.
It's really true.
DM us for details.
Exactly.
This has now gone from Fireside to Shidduch side.
Well, I don't see the stira. I don't see there's
no, of course not. Of course not.
But really, we try not to gossip about people.
Speaking of relationships,
yes.
Rabbits and Rachel.
Yeah.
Could you share with us maybe a little, without revealing too much, talk about something you're working on?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone watching now was part of Pigo Shul or heard about some of the things we were doing a few years ago, we did a couple of rounds of a program focusing on relationships. And we're thinking of doing a version, a reprise of that. And one of the interesting things that, right now we can't do it in person, and that has some limitations, but it also opens up the door to making it actually international. So we're putting together another program, another relationship program for serious folks, marriage-minded singles who are really serious, who want to both work on themselves and then also have a chance to meet people who have a similar
really cool
outlook. And we have lots of talented folks who are going to help us.
And there's going to be a sign up and registration.
Yeah, so there'll be a sign up and a registration, and when we'll get everyone all that information. It'll be on Pigo Shul website, Facebook. It'll be as soon as we have it, you'll be getting it hopefully. And if for some reason you don't get it, you can always sign up for our emails through Facebook or pigoshul.org, or just message us and we can get you all the information. We have
matchmakers who signed up to be part of it.
That was in the secret. We're letting people know that. So so we have like a matchmaker on call part of the program, which is a resource to folks, and some other
I'm excited,
talented people who reframe some of the questions people have and help people get insight. And so we're looking forward to that, and that should be July. We're looking to launch it in July. So
sounds good.
Yeah. If you don't hear something soon, knock on our emails and say, "Hey, where's that program you promised us?"
Where's that program you've been promising us?
Yeah, where is that program?
I want to tell everybody about something I did on Friday also.
Sure.
Okay. I forgot to share this with my Facebook page. If you could do us a favor, if you're watching, share it on your page so we can reach people who maybe don't know we're on right now.
I can do that.
Oh, great, thanks. So one of the things that we did, I was invited to participate in an interfaith memorial service for the African American man George Floyd. Mm-hmm. And it was done with the Los Angeles Police Department and a broad range of clergy. The police department had reached out to some of the clergy groups in LA. I'm part of one of them, and said that they didn't feel that there was no forum for the police in LA to express their feelings. Everything has become very contentious, and certainly there was a lot of action here in LA just a week ago, and the police wanted to have a chance to let people know how they were feeling. And I have to tell you, it was a very moving program Friday afternoon. The chief of police spoke very beautifully about his feelings. Other police representatives spoke. There was Rabbi Cooper from the Simon Weinthal Center spoke. The Pastor Boyd from the AME Church, a Muslim imam who spoke beautifully at the beginning. Just very moving words of consolation, hope, and what can be achieved when people try to make things better. And that was really the goal, was how can we make things better? Right? That's always our opportunity, right? Hashem creates situations and we look, how can we make it better? What can we do to make it better? Right? Lo alecha hamlacha ligmor, right? The work of making this world a dwelling place for Hashem is not ours to be able to complete. Right. But that doesn't mean that we are pater. We're not
required to keep doing the work.
No, we are required.
Right. It means we are required to keep doing the work. Right. We're not relieved of that obligation.
Relieved, thank you. Right.
Right. And it's actually a beautiful idea that knowing that the work is beyond our own lifespan. It's something that we want to share that passion with our children and friends and folks who will continue it after we are not able to anymore. So it's
See if I can remember the song. We used to play this at camp. We used to play this at camp, remember?
Yeah.
Lo alecha amlacha ligmor. Lo alecha ligmor.
You got it.
Lo alecha amlacha ligmor. Lo alecha ligmor. Velo ata ben chorin leipater mimena.
Got it.
Ata ben chorin velo ata ben chorin leipater mimena. Velo ata ben chorin sheibane beis hamikdash sheibane. Sheibane beis hamikdash sheibane.
It's been a long day.
Oh yeah, it's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Sorry, we're a little.
For all
silly out
you
here.
camp lovers of that song, forgive me.
We'll work on it. Maybe
Work
next
on it.
we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Private.
Huh?
I don't think we've played that in at least a decade.
Not since like Richwald or
Shrubberov,
Shubber.
right?
Maybe Shubber.
Yeah. Camp Shrubberov. That was in 2001. It's a long time
That's
ago.
a long time ago. We must have played it. Okay, so next
I
Camp
have not
Neshama-
played that song in 19 years.
Okay, so in Camp next
19
Camp Neshama,
years.
we owe it to everyone. We'll pull that song. We'll dust that song off.
Woo! Definitely is dusty.
Yeah, but
So somebody, okay, ready?
yeah,
Small world time?
okay.
Okay. So the mother and father of the bride came up to me after the wedding. They were very grateful, very excited, very happy, joyous. All their kids now married. Right?
Oh, so nice.
And she says, "You have regard." Da, 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 da. I'm like, great. And I'm thinking, you made Sheva brachas for them in Jerusalem.
Wow.
Stacy and Jack,
Oh yeah.
they know
That's amazing.
Stacy and Jack,
Sure.
who we made Sheva
Yep,
brachas for.
Yep. We were yeshiva together. We were
How-
sitting there in yeshiva
how
together.
funny is
That's
that?
amazing.
Right? Small world.
It is a small world. Well, that's so nice. Wow. We made a bencher for them. We did the
Yes,
whole
made a
thing.
bencher. I'd
Great
sit in the
creative
shelves.
benchers. Yep. That we used to have so much time. We made benchers for every Shabbat bracha, like specific for them with like poems.
Where did we
songs.
learn the idea of making a custom bencher?
Jonathan and Connie Weber.
Jonathan and Connie Weber,
Yep.
the awesome
the
Webers.
most amazing Webers.
Wonderful couple. They made Sheva brachas for us. This
Yep.
is how we
That's where we got the
and then
template.
passed it forward.
Exactly.
Who else do
So
we
who
have?
else
That
we
we
have?
are
We
people we
have-
should say hello to?
Aaron Corda just joined us.
Aaron, Reb Aaron,
And-
Brooke, Rosie,
and Sharona
Sharona.
and Miriam.
Hello.
Maybe more chins.
Hello to the Chins out in Pasadena,
Yeah, Dvorle in Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Elizabeth is here.
Woo!
And then the people we already welcomed,
Oh, it's
the
great.
Green family.
Thank you. What a great
Yeah.
team. What a great crowd, everybody. Thank you so much. We're actually a little bit of a shortened version tonight. You'll forgive us, but it's been a big day.
It's been a big day. And the day is not over. But
Right. So a couple things I want to also mention before we...
Sure.
Okay. One is we want your support to keep this online format going. And while Pico Shul doesn't exist in physical space in the same way, we're going to keep this virtual programming going. We are also, please God, starting in a very limited way. We're going to be having some prayer groups meeting starting very soon. And you'll be able to like registered that you want to be part of these prayer groups. But we really need people's support at this time, because this transition has, has cost, cost funds, and we still are paying our essential staff to keep them employed through this time.
Very important.
Because we were an important part of their life, and we're grateful for what they've, worked for us. Mostly people have worked for us for 7 years. And so we're still paying our staff. So if you could, across the screen now will be the link to remind you of where you can donate. Maybe Rachel will put it there.
Sure.
Please,
it's going across the screen.
Thank you. It's really a big mitzvah to help keep this programming going. The numbers are amazing. Just to give you an idea, the number of people who are participating in the online programming now that we're doing is about 1,000 people a week, minimum. And sometimes we've hit 2,000 a week. Between Marcus Freed's meditation, which launches again every Monday at 8:30, and it's available all week long, a special meditation for the week. We have now a children's program, Shabbat Time with Rabbi Yonah, right? We have our musical Havdallah, we have Fireside, and then also we have the special programs that I've been doing, interviewing some really great people. Mind Bialik, which we just did, and we have another one coming up, a couple in the pipeline.
Right, and teaching every day, and the thing.
Oh yes, we have
about
daily teaching. That's right, Monday through Friday.
Right, we do them all live, but they're all captured. So people, we check back a few days later, and they've been seen by so many more people, and people write us notes about how nice it is to stay in touch, and how nice it is to know that all of you are here, because they can see if you've written a comment. They know people are out and about connecting, and that we're connecting, and it is so important, because we don't know. We don't know what's going to be. We don't know how long this is going to last, and we have high hopes that things will go back to more, in-person events, but it might be a while. So we want to make sure that when that chance comes, that, things are still in good shape and we're all still connected.
Right. So if you have a moment, if you're one of our monthly donors, you're literally keeping things running, and you can sign up to be a monthly donor, any amount, $10, $18, $36. This really, really helps to keep all this online programming going that we are doing. It helps to keep our staff, to be able to give them something. We're not able to pay them our full salary this month, but we're going to send everybody something, and they really, really appreciate it. We get they love the shul, and they look forward to being able to be back. Be back. We all do. So it's a little bit of a serious note, but just to tell you how much we appreciate this, and you should know, none of the funds that we raise broadcast is for our salaries. No. Yeah, right. It's just to cover organizational overhead, streaming costs. We have the staff that we want to keep paying, and the rent. We still do have some place to rent and this and that. So please consider a contribution to Shul on the air. I feel like we're a public radio station.
Exactly.
picoshul.org/donate. Operators are standing by.
Right.
Operators are not standing by.
They're not standing by.
But you can just go online and
we're here. We're here.
And it's great. And by the way, we are so grateful that people reach out and are in touch.
Right.
And Sharona, is she still on? I don't know. I want to give a big shout out.
Oh, Yaakov is here. Maybe he knows the song.
Yaakov. So I want to give a big shout out. Sharona helped us to organize the delivery of food to the firefighters and to the nurses. And we're doing at Cedars, Nurses at Cedars, Firehouse 61, and we have another delivery going out to a hospital this week of food. I want to thank Pizza World and BB's.
And what's the website they can connect you to see who we're doing this with?
Oh, that's at kosher19.org. Right. But we're not taking any more donations right now for that project. But because we still, we have money still that we need to spend. And then, but if you want to be involved, always icanhelp.site, icanhelp.site, and we send out an email about once a week with opportunities that you can reach out and help. Somebody contacted us this week. They needed a holdover. Their check from work was late. Another person needs some income, so we've been sending out funds. We've been sending out referrals. We have a job site listing as well, and we send out that thanks to leadership from the shul. People were excited about that. We set up a job site, so if you need a job, we post whenever somebody sends it to us. We post jobs, so we really want to try to help in any way we can. And by the way, just this, how we do these things, small groups, this is how we take care of one another.
Absolutely.
Let's finish with our clothing song. And
this is a comedy show.
I know. So when we were leaving the vigil with the police and the clergy, we were walking amongst all the protesters who were there, and I tell you, it was beautiful. It was so, people were saying Shabbat Shalom and Good Shabbos, and it was so peaceful. So I don't know, what people have seen, but I want to tell you that all the protesters that we encountered, thousands of protesters that we walked amongst on Friday, were just in great spirits and peaceful and joyous and with great signs and really appreciative of the opportunity to express themselves, So may there be many, many more peaceful interactions between peoples, and ideally an end to all violence based on people's heritage and origin and prejudice, right?
Yeah.
Jews are victims of anti-Semitism and hate crimes. African Americans are, others are. We want to know that as long as these things continue, it's going to push off the peace that we all can deserve, and that will bring all the blessings. That's what brings the blessings, the peace.
Song for peace.
Song for peace. Why not?
All right.
Shalom, Chelech Shalva, Armenosai, Shalom, Chelech Shalva, Armenosai. Shalom, Chelech Shalva, Armenosai. I hope you're singing along with me back at home. Hey da 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 da.
The words are easy.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ah da dee da da da. Ah da dee da 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 da. Da 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 da. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Signing off.
Okay.
I'm Rabbi Yonah.
And I'm Rachel, and I hope you have a great week and a safe week.
Shavua Tov, everybody.